Hi, party people. It's me, Sandra. How's it going? Okay, so I wanted to say, I was thinking about how am I going to start this video, and I never fucking know. I never fucking know after all this time because trust me, I've recorded like so many videos in my life. I deleted most of them again. But to this day, I don't know how to truly say hi. So I probably need to stop fiddling around with that microphone so much. But um I so today's video, I just gonna get straight into it, I guess. If you clicked on this video, I caught you. I catfished you. That's what I wanted to say. I thought that I wanted to say to you, I catfished you, but then I was thinking, I don't think catfishing is the name for that. But what was it? Yes, yeah, it was clickbait. Clickbait. That's what it was. I mean, I also don't really know what clickbait really means, but if you clicked on this video, then I said, wait a second, what if you haven't accomplished anything in life? So, if you haven't accomplished anything in life, this video is for you. Okay, and I basically just wanted to say that I lied to you. It's bullshit. Uh, not having accomplished anything in life is not possible. So, if you feel like you haven't accomplished anything in life, it's not true. So I'm just gaslighting you out of your feelings. No, listen, okay? Your feelings are valid, okay? I get it. I fucking get it because trust me, trust me, trust me. I used to run this belief so deeply ingrained within me that I hadn't accomplished anything in life, that I was a piece of shit, that I had not achieved anything in life, and that I also probably never will achieve anything in life. And that very much came from, well, all the limiting beliefs, all the conditioning, the socialization. I don't want to cut this out. You know what I mean. All the bullshit that I was told, all the bullshit that we observe when we grow up. It's not necessarily even that people tell us straight into our faces, you are a piece of shit and you're never gonna accomplish anything. Although I was told that. I mean, not like I'm paraphrasing. Okay, I'm paraphrasing, but so let's not talk about me. But we just at some point absorb this collective conditioning that we all go through, that we always have to do more, accomplish more, achieve more in order to be worthy, right? We are being pulled into this direction, into that direction, to just work more, work harder, and achieve something and grow our bank account, climb the career ladder, and all that. And we identify ourselves with our jobs and the money that we have. Like we define our worth through that, right? And that is just a very common thing, collective thing. We all go through it. So I very much had this belief in me that I wasn't worth anything, or that I just hadn't accomplished anything in life. And why was that? Because and now I am talking about myself, I'm realizing, just for context, okay? Um, yeah, because the way that I want to live my life, the way I am made, that I am built, is just not at all the way society is built, basically. Like, I'm the complete opposite of how the society we grew up in the Western world, at least, would like you to be. I'm the complete opposite of that. And I also like to take things slow, I need to rest a lot. And that's just I don't think that's something that is you should feel ashamed for, it is something that is just a human fucking thing, that we work hard and then we play hard and we also need to rest hard, okay? But in any case, so yeah, I'm just the complete opposite of the way society, the people around me would think or would want me to be in order to fit into their idea of how capable, how worthy, how valuable me I am as a person am, or the work that I do and such things, right? And so it was very, 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 very hard for me to grow up going through these type of expectations that were basically put upon me, and that at some point then I absorbed myself, and then I had all like this like massive expectations of myself to be a certain way, but I never could actually amount to that because that just wasn't me. And so I had such a hard time, especially because I actually fucking love, also like I love working hard, so it was so hard for me that I was working hard so much and still didn't get where I thought I needed to be, because it wasn't my path. It wasn't where I needed to be. I just thought that that's where I needed to be because of I was told, and that's what I was observing, right? And that's what I believed where I needed to be. So my whole life I believed that I didn't accomplish anything, and especially also, comparing myself with my siblings especially, and like in every category I'm like, yep, I'm the flop. I'm the loser, I'm the failure, and they got everything. They doing everything right and everything works out for them, and why the fuck am I like this? Why am I not being successful in what I do? And then it was so hard because I was still working so hard, I put still so much energy into trying to be something and achieve something and accomplish something, and everything would just always fucking fail. Nothing would work out for me. And obviously that was very hard for me, and I then, of course, was blessed with lots of procrastination, depression, addiction, and all of those things, because I was just, I felt completely lost and confused, and I never had clarity about my own path. And I just was dealing with a lot of judgment, my very own judgment, obviously, but also the judgment from outside. And that's very hard to deal with and to go through. And if you're anything like me, then you probably experience very similar things. And I just wanted to share this insight that I had because it really helps me to no longer dwell on all of this conditioning, on all of these limiting beliefs, on all of this bullshit that we were taught and that we also observe all the time, this hustling culture, and that we, yeah, have to just achieve ABC in order to feel worthy, right? In order to feel like we have accomplished something, in order to feel like we matter, and that um yeah, that we somehow earned our place here, which is such bullshit. So what I realized is that no, I have not accomplished nothing. I have accomplished everything. And so have you. Because why? Because you are here right now, right? You are watching this video right now. You are alive. And that's it. That's all you had to accomplish. And I know this might sound like, well, okay, well, what am I gonna do with this information now? Like, how is that gonna change my life for the better? Well, I tell you how. When you want to get on your path, like well, you're always on your path, but if you want to go on the path that is most aligned for you, meaning it feels the best for you, it's the path that makes you the most happy, most alive, most free, most abundant, and all that. We all have this highest path, right? If you want to be on that one, then you have to own who you are. Then you have to own your inherent worth. You have to understand and embody that you are great the way you are, that you have come such a long way, that no matter what happened in your life, even if it was the hardest fucking life, or if you feel like you made all the wrong decisions and everything in your life went wrong, you have to come to terms with your past. You have to come to terms with the fact that every fucking decision that you made in your life, you made for a reason. And it if it led you to a place where you now feel like, where you feel stuck and you feel like, oh, you haven't accomplished anything, it's because you're always being guided towards your highest path. And it's always like your shitty life experience is just there to show you that you're not taking the path into the right direction to your highest path, right? If you have live a life that feels hard, where you feel stuck and you don't know what to do and you just feel lost and confused and don't have clarity, right? It's because your life is always a reflection of you, and it wants to show you, look, here is this is not the way to go in the different direction, go in the opposite direction probably of what you continue to choose. I was going my whole life, it felt like I was going the complete opposite of the path that was most aligned for me, because again, like, I'm so different to how everyone thinks people should be. And so it felt so hard, my life was so fucking hard, because I was pushing against that internal force of who I am, and I was putting all of the control and all the effort and time and energy into hustling against my inner knowing, against myself, because I thought I needed to make it work to be that certain way, right? And that's why my life was such a chaos. I was in addiction for such a long time. It was again like just really, really hard. I went through a lot of trauma because I was continuously choosing to take the path that was the opposite of the path that was most aligned for me. And if you're in a similar situation, then it's probably because you also choose to go into the wrong direction. That's why it feels hard, because it's not supposed to feel hard. It's not supposed to feel hard. And so just know that. And then you might say, well, okay, that just means, yeah, I haven't accomplished anything in life, right? No, it has, like, your accomplishments have nothing to do with where you're at in life. There is nothing to accomplish. You have to understand that, an embodiment, that and embody that there is nothing for you to accomplish, like in the external, that would show, like, okay, if you get an award, if you get a medal, if you get uh, like a better job, like hired at this one company, or if you get this one girl or this one guy, like, then you made it in life. No, I mean, the journey always fucking continues, right? It never fucking stops until you're dead. Like, death will make things stop, right? But until then, there's just like little points in time on your path that you're gonna cross, but nothing is ever gonna be the end goal, right? So whatever you are trying to achieve, of any of the things that I just mentioned, you it's not going to give you what you think you want. That one thing, oh, you're going to achieve this one thing, and then suddenly you're going to feel great and whatever. Like, you're constantly trying to achieve something, right? You're trying to achieve to get this one goal so you can finally feel the way that you would like to feel. But the thing is, because you're constantly working against yourself, you are never going to feel that way. Nothing external is going to give you what you think you want. But again, this has nothing to do with being a failure or being a loser. It comes down to your mindset. It comes down to who you identify with. When you want to change your life and want to get on that highest path, then you have to change internally first. The work always starts within. You cannot go on like this to try to change the external. You first have to change the internal. And for that, you have to fully understand that you are inherently worthy, that you are inherently amazing, that you are inherently abundance. You are abundance. You are freedom. All of these things are your birthright. You deserve everything in life. You deserve everything and more. You deserve abundance of things. You deserve abundance of love. That's who you are. You are unconditional love. That is your core. And so that means you're inherently worthy. That means you're inherently abundant in all of these things. So there is nothing to achieve. You are all of these things right now in this moment. There's nothing for you to do in order to be those things. And now it's just about remembering and embodying to feel like that as well. And how do you feel these truths, you have to let go of everything that you are not. And what you're not is all of these limiting beliefs telling you that you're haven't accomplished anything in life, that you haven't achieved anything in life. Because the truth is, no matter what you did in life and then that led you to that shitty path that makes you feel stuck and all that, these were accomplishments too. Even like, let's take away the fact that we don't have to accomplish anything, because we are already everything that we are, like we are everything that we are. but but on top of it, what's also true is that you have accomplished so much, because look at that. Like, look at you going through this hardest, through the hardest fucking shit. Like, look at it from this point of view, okay? You've been through this hardest fucking bullshit, like all the shit that you had to go through, right? All this hard shit that was so hard to go through, when you were crying in fetus position on the floor and no one was there with you, no one even knew about it, no one was there to support you. You like all of these times, right? All the tears that you have cried, all of the horrible losses you've experienced, and all of that bullshit, you went through that. You survived all of this. You survived all of it. You like went through all of this bullshit, and now you're sitting here. You're still alive and you went through all of this. And who did that? Who did that? It wasn't Klaus from next door. It was you. You did that. You accomplished that. You achieved that. These are your accomplishments, but it doesn't even matter, because we don't define ourselves over our accomplishments, right? Like, we don't, it's not, it doesn't matter to our identity if we did that or not. Klaus is still also inherently worthy. If Klaus had the easiest life, then he's also worthy of receiving the best beautiful things. It's not about how much we struggle, but still, it is the truth that you accomplished all of these things. So it's time that you remember that you can be so proud of yourself, and that your life is an accomplishment. And just because other people don't get it, because other people don't understand it, other people don't understand your life, they don't understand the path you've been on, they don't understand the struggle, forget about other people, okay? Just forget about them. We don't care about other people. We don't care. Well, we do care about other people, but we don't care about what other people think about us, okay? Because they will never fucking understand. They will never fucking know what it's like to be you. No one else will ever understand what it's like to be you, what you had to go through. And it doesn't matter. It also doesn't fucking matter what they think, if they never fucking understand, because it's not about that. It's about that you understand that your life is precious, you are worthy, you are one of a kind, you're unique, and your life is super unique, and you're exactly where you need to be as well. If you feel like you're the biggest fucking loser and the biggest fucking failure, because fucking trust me when I say I know what that's like. That was me my whole life. I get it. But the only reason why you think this way, or you believe that way, and shit isn't bettering for you, is because you believe that shit. And you create your own reality with the beliefs that you hold and the identity that you have. And if you identify with being a loser and a failure, and you never get anything done, like anything worthwhile, anything great happens, well, that's how it's going to be. And that's why you have to change your belief system. You have to change your identity around of who you are. And that's why we want to remember and embody that you are inherently worthy, because you are God. You are the divine. If the word God doesn't resonate with you, you are the universe. You are the divine. You are infinite intelligence. And you have to just fucking know that that's the only way, in my humble opinion. I mean, you don't have to believe that, but though, yeah, you actually do have to believe. Yeah, you do actually have to believe that, because, well, it's the truth first and foremost. But yeah, you just have to come to fucking terms with the fact that you're a god, and that you're infinitely powerful, and that you're deserving of the most amazing things in life. And again, if you feel like you haven't accomplished anything in life, it's a lie, it's bullshit, it's not true. And that your life matters so much, and just think about all the things that you have accomplished. And just because they might not be the things that society or your parents or whoever the fuck sees sees or um can understand, it doesn't mean they are not true, right? Like, it's so true and so amazing what you have accomplished. And again, the fact that you're sitting here today just makes you like the absolute biggest fucking winner. And you just have to fucking remember that and drill that into you every fucking day, okay? Because that's how you will change the identity of the piece of shit that you thought that you were this whole time, or being a failure and a loser, and transmute it and transform it into the truth that you are, which is divinity, which is that you're deserving of everything in life. Okay? So that's it from me. Tadai. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. If you want to stick around, stick around. I love to have you, and leave me a comment and something like that. Like give me some algorithms and stuff. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I see you. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.